Welcome to Tran Plays Lost Skies demo. Normally, I just jump right into the game and hit the recording button then, but I wanted to go ahead and showcase the character creation real quick. I've already planned out what we're going to be. That's everything there, this hairstyle. We're going to go and remove the face paint because I do find it a little distracting. Although that does mean that I'm a little less interesting to look at. Name is Tran. I feel like confirm should be on the right, but maybe that's just me. Privacy. Invite only. That's the closest thing it looks like it can be to single player. Don't know what Steam networking is. Create a new world. Tran world. A lot of things to jump into just for your first foray. Okay, we got Windows Defender Firewall. Foundation was a world of diverse civilizations and culture that had full command of the land, sea, and sky. In the peak of their golden age, a calamity bestruck the world, tearing it apart and leaving only fragments floating among the clouds. You are a survivor, now awakening after centuries of stasis inside an ark. Explore the unknown. Alright, looks like my computer cannot handle graphics, so let me turn that down. We're gonna change from quality to mid. See if that helps. There's some significant motion blur. I thought I disabled that, but maybe it reset itself as well. Yeah, motion blur intensity is a 0. Let's try max and see if maybe it was inverted. No, it still looks pretty bad. I'm not a big fan of that. I haven't actually met a player, a hardcore gamer that likes motion blur. I'm sure they exist. There's a lot of stuttering as well, so let's turn that down even more. Typically, I do cut out all of this, but since I had already included the character creator, we're gonna just leave it as is. Plus, it helps you to see what kind of settings there are.
Subject arisen, awaiting response to determine cognitive abilities.
Okay, I wouldn't say that, but sure.
Response sufficient. I am the survival assistant assigned to this ark. Designation ASA. I am to guide you in successfully rehabilitating to the outside world, though we are dealing with a number of unforeseen circumstances.
Scream! Let's try that.
My creator saw fit to allow me to feel discomfort from particularly high-pitched sound waves. Please refrain from such outbursts.
Can't click it again. What happened? Where am I?
Cataclysm was wrought on the outside world, and I fear not much is left. You have been aboard this ark for some time. Unfortunately, there are gaps in my memory banks. I do not know your place of origin.
Why don't I remember anything?
The common side effect of prolonged cryostasis. Your memory may return in time, though my limited data access is unable to say for sure.
Unforeseen circumstances.
This ark was attacked by the entities that have been destroying this world. My core directive was to wake you once the threat had passed. I kept us hidden and you asleep for as long as my power reserves allowed. We have run out of time. Our best chance of survival is to enlist you in establishing the state of the outside world and finding other survivors.
How am I expected to do that?
Take this prism. It is a direct link between you and I. It will track and log everything you find and allow me to create equipment and tools to assist you in your journey. I have already scanned the local environment and created a list of objects that will help you with your immediate investigations. Please check the crafting station and depart the ark when ready.
Okay. I don't know why you bother putting that up. Because I doubt I can craft. Yeah, I don't know why you bother putting that pop-up there to do the art computer or craft items, because I was certain I couldn't do anything. Press J for details. For these schematics, I learned how to make a throwable flare, and a makeshift glider that can be deployed to slow my descent must be equipped to the back gear before use. Since I have to equip it, I assume it is not a consumable. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, this must be a consumable flyer that you have to do regularly. Alright, get across to the next island. Well, let's pick up all these shinies. See if I can sneak up on these guys. Okay, that's dodge. Crouch. Let's see if I can sneak up on these guys. There's punch. I really doubt I'm going to be able to get any of them. That's really, really slow. I don't like it. I don't like how slow that is. Okay, that one's going to see me, but that's fine. Okay, this dude probably has more life than me. I'm using up energy with every punch as well. I don't know how... Okay, I'm not going to kill it before I run out of energy. Let's see what happens when I deplete my stamina. I cannot swing any further. It just, every time I click, it flashes red. Alright, so this is not I have to return to base to restore that energy, but that is really lame. I can tell you right now that even children can punch more than 20 times. How do I know this? Because I took martial arts. And there are little kids that learn martial arts, and 20 with one arm is just basic practice. Oh man, I don't even get to loot you if you do that. Well, you know what? Okay, there is fall damage. I'm surprised I survived that, and I figured when I didn't have aerial control, because I tried moving left to make sure I wouldn't fall off, and I couldn't. You can't normally in real life, obviously, but I feel that games that allow you to have floaty jumps don't typically give you fall damage. So once I realized I couldn't move around in mid-air to my liking, I thought I was going to take damage. I thought I was going to take more damage than that, though. I took 2 hit points lost out of 50. So my dude's pretty strong. Yeah, the jumping definitely feels very floaty. So this is me holding W and jump, and then I can just like mash keys around, but there's not... There is some aerial control, I suppose, but it definitely does not feel good. Just something about it does feel off. Like here, I'm going to jump over this again. Just something feels weird about it. And also, it didn't jump the first time. Maybe it was because I was going up a ramp. Some of the games I've played recently really have problems on any sort of ground elevation change while jumping, whether it's going up or down. I'm surprised I cannot loot this for anything. This crafting games typically allow you to skin stuff or whatever. Alright, now I need to figure out how to get back up there. Is that a... Now, I know that there's a gap right there. Or stairs right there, but what is this? Is this anything I can... Lame. Alright, and can I mantle or anything? Let me try... Yeah. What about regular walls? Okay. I am so good. All right, let's just get moving. Fooling around with that. Let's go back upstairs. Apparently my first action is not to punch rocks. Let's take guesses whether or not my first action should be to punch trees, though. Since we're picking up sticks, I'm guessing not. So they'll probably have to make some sort of makeshift axe or whatnot. Sprinting used up all my energy. My dude is so weak. I get that he's been asleep for, we'll say, 5,000 years, but since it was cryo sleep, I don't think that should be an excuse. I'm not sure quite how far I fell, but this is not even the floor I fell from. It's almost not worth sprinting, because then I have to wait when I get to my destination. I'm gonna guess that it's just easier to jog there and then do the thing you needed. I'll sprint gradually, but I'll make sure that I pretty much maintain topped off condition. Do I see anything that looks like a hunger gauge? No, I don't. Alright, let's make our way back out of the cave, because I don't think I really... Okay, this stone is taking damage. Game has some definite camera problems. Get the usual, if the camera gets pressed up against anything, shove the camera in the back of the player's head, because it has to maintain some sort of positioning. You got a prism. What's 5? Scan. I'm just waiting for my stamina to get back. Can I attack while scanning? No, I cannot. Dismantle. Nothing that happens that. Unequipped prism and go back to punching. Let's try scanning that. Alright. Resources. Tell me about this. Wow. This is the mouse scrolling speed. I'm ready? Down. This is a full scroll down of my mouse. And I have sensitivities on my default Windows like very high, because that's just always the way I've navigated. That's absurd. All of this is just ludicrous right there. We're not going to look for the Saborian stone. I just want to finish depleting this thing in case there's a juicy nugget at the bottom of it all, like a extra Saborian stone plus. Okay, that blew up. Now, typically the way my computer works, and I apologize that you couldn't see that, but I'm sure we'll do it again. But typically the way my computer works is it lags a lot every time it loads the first of any graphic. So that was the first time a Saborian stone has blown up while we were playing. So the next time we blow up will probably be much better. Okay, just continue to push upwards. We might be able to get out of this cave doing so. Okay, what's this next island? It was probably straight ahead from where we left the cryo lab. Was this the entrance? We managed to get back here, apparently. That's good. Yeah, that looks like the place. Okay, get across to the next island. I'm looking at the compass on my screen now, and there doesn't seem to be any sort of quest marker. So we're gonna assume that this is the next island. J, crafting, gear. You're not even... What's the point of this if you're not going to tell me what I need to craft it? I'm going to assume I have the components, because I went around and harvested a bunch of random stuff, but I don't feel like I picked up anything that looked like hide. I may have picked up sticks. Craft items. Oh, can make a makeshift cloth out of plant fibers? Sure. Okay, I just gotta wait for it to finish. Fine. Is this a multiplayer game? What's with that? I gotta take it before I can craft the next thing, which is a little lame. Obviously, it's in the machine. So, just let me craft with it. Okay, it wasn't letting me craft with it already up because this button was grayed out when I first selected it. I had to click it again. This is just commentary, feedback. It's probably not the most exciting because I don't talk about emotions. I just talk about things that are purely analytical. But we'll go ahead and craft one more time to get some makeshift bandages, and we might as well make one of those flares. I mean, I'll get a take. That wasn't 3 cloth. For some reason, I thought this was the number of cloth. No, that's for each one. Okay, I managed to get just enough fabric. Do that. Once equipped, you can press space while in the air to deploy a glider and use WSD to control your descent. Press J for details. Whoops. Oh, maybe it was hold J. Tutorials, probably. Once equipped, you can press space while... Okay, thanks. That's what you told me. I guess we get a video now. Okay, slap it in the top right slot. Upper right slot. Jump. I assume we're not going to see anything really riveting with this. Yeah, that's what we'll be doing. I'm sure we'll be doing lots of it. There we go. What? Why did... Okay, so this is click. No? Okay, I was going to say, because this... I clicked and dragged, and then it became a banana. Item stored in belt will not be dropped on death. Is there no stash that I can do? What? How did we discover this? Okay, game. Whatever. Do I just have access to the stash? Maybe not. Press spacebar while in the air. I assume it will also take energy. We also have banana in my quick slot. I could probably put that in, yeah. Trying to see if this is a weapon at all. Okay, nope, I cannot attack while that's in my hand. Press escape to dismiss, go away. Does it take stamina? Yes, it does. First flight complete. A less civilized age. Explore remnants of the old world. Find any technology you can use. I like the flight path of it. It didn't feel artificial, like go to nav point A and then go to nav point B. There was a nice curvature there. Climbing. To climb a surface, jump onto it and use WASD to move around. I assume I can't go in. You can let go by pressing C or jump higher at the cost of stamina by pressing space. Hold J for details. Okay, we're holding this time. Yeah, that's just a video. I don't need to see a video for that, but thanks. So let's try jump. Yeah, that does. Okay, that is. Let's also try roof climbing and then jump from here. Oh, let's just jump off. I can still grab after the jump though. I am just that good. Okay, we can also do sideways jumps, and when I run out of stamina, I don't fall. Well, maybe I do. That took a while before I fell. Did I just take more damage from that fall than I did from the earlier 6-story drop? Climbing skill. I like that. I'm just probably going to be climbing on everything now. Okay, I did hit space. I swear I did. I think what was going on there was I probably hit space too soon after jumping. Because I pretty much just, I guess you could call it a double tap. I'm hitting space right now. Okay, game, thanks. Yeah, so I imagine that he was probably locked in some very stiff animation of his jump, and since I hadn't completed that animation, space did nothing. Alright, here's my next test then. I'm gonna mash space repeatedly, and I assume that I will immediately drop like a rock once my glider is deployed and I'm still hammering the space button. That's what I'm assuming is gonna happen. Yep. But I can redeploy it, so there we go. So just so you know there, I was mashing space the entire time, and that's how long you have to wait before it allows you to deploy. So if your plan is to immediately glide, there was none of that in this game, or at least not at the level we're at as a character. Alright, jump. That did not make us there. It's fine. We probably have to go over here, but we're not going to fall to our death, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, so we're done experimenting with that. Now we actually have to do the real thing. Let's jump and glide over in that direction. I apologize. I know that some people say that I play way too slow, but I'm always trying to figure out exactly how the mechanics of everything works. That's how you end up breaking the game. Can I glide up? Okay, maybe that's not the way we need to go. Now see, this would be where the good video would be when you first look at the gliding tutorial. Instead of just jumping to the next island as your gliding tutorial, do this section. Okay, so thankfully when you leap from wall to wall, your character is still climbing and you don't have to... Why do I take so much damage from that? I'm just trying to... Whatever. Datapad. If any survivors find this datapad, that damn defense turret has gone haywire. Started up when we activated the energy walls and wiped out most of the group. It was that or let this place completely fall apart. I got hit pretty hard. Our last hope is sending out a data drone to find help. If this is how I ascend, then so be it. We are gods. I assume that's how you'd say bye to people. Crude pistol. Light ammunition. Weapons must be equipped to your toolbar before use. With the weapon selected, hold right mouse button to aim down sights and press left buttons to fire. Ammunition is consumed directly from your inventory. Why do you keep putting the banana in my hand? Okay, I guess that's equipped then. It's not on your armor slots, which makes sense. It wouldn't be. Weapons typically are not on your armor slot. It's just the game makes a big production about equipping, not slot it in your hotbar. Alright. That is the direction we came from. We're going to try to go in that direction. Try to see if that's a lever or not. Probably not. You know, I forgot that I can't double tap to immediately glide. Okay, let's get rid of that pop-up. Almost anything can be assigned to the toolbar. Yeah, I noticed from equipping the stick, which was completely useless. Once it is assigned to the toolbar, you can put it in your hand by right-clicking and then use it by left-clicking. Okay, let's try again with the stick then. Right-clicking, and this is what, just going to throw it. That was a very weak throw. Okay, I don't like that the chest just spews things out like that. What? Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I'm going to turn down the graphics since the first time anything ever happens, I just lag way too much. It's on low already. That's as low as we can get. I can't change texture quality. Okay. So that's probably the only thing I can do left is reduce the texture quality. We're going to get rid of vegetation density. That's the only change I was able to make. That was not quality change there. But when it fires again in the future... Oh, that was lame. I didn't... Apparently... I should have checked to see if my gun was loaded. See how now when we're firing at each other, there's no more lag? That's just how my computer works. It's the first of everything always lags me. That probably loads the textures or whatever. I've taken way more fall damage than laser damage. Okay, when you start sprinting, you cannot jump right away either. I don't like that. I feel very clunky. Crafting bench. Okay, I doubt I can dual wield pistols because it's hotbar selected. Can be equipped to toolbar. It's crude. So we're just gonna make some more ammo. Okay, that's kind of interesting that it's not one at a time. It's all of them at a time. Cute. Picked up one raw fowl. That sounds appetizing. That's a rock. I thought it might be a lion. What are you? That's how I identify things, is I shoot it. Alright, let's try scanning, though. That's probably more realistic. Or, I don't know, realistic is the right word. Discovered pine tree. Blue Manta. Find Saborian survivors or new technology. Trying to scan the Blue Manta. Now the scanning plays nicely. You can just hold right mouse button, and then if you eventually wave over it, your dude will attempt scanning. That's good. I didn't check to see if I lose stamina on each bullet shot. I don't, thankfully. But because it lagged, I couldn't tell if I did extra damage from a headshot. Let's try a standing target. Well, 60 and 30. So yeah, there probably is headshot damage. Can I mine with this? Let's punch a tree for a second and see if it even takes damage. Not for my fists, anyways. Hey, man, hold on. There's some not under controls. Maybe the sensitivity. Oh, I see. Hold on, let's see if we can reset this. I'm middle mouse buttoning, but that doesn't do it. Fine. Can I go back to 100? I'm gonna try reducing the ADS. I think that's what was really messing with me. Apparently the game does not pause for multiplayer. Try reducing it all the way. Nope. Apparently, 1% reduction is really high. That's not how reduction works as a name, but maybe that's the company or what do you call it? The technology jargon for it. But I would assume that increasing a reduction makes it worse. So yeah, that feels more natural now, because I'm used to my cursor moving a certain amount of direction as I wave it. Find subordinate tech survivors or new technology. Whoa, not. All right. It's a good encampment here. The emplacements have sometimes when you're fighting things, and there's always appropriately positioned cover for you to use. And I'm not saying that's bad about this game, that there is no cover. I'm saying that as an encampment, this is set up well if there's not much cover for the attackers. You don't want to set yourself up in a place where they can take cover from your shots. Thank you. I was actually kind of hoping it would take the shots for me. Okay, I figured there's a delay on it. That's why I walked forward in its range right when it descended. Because there's a certain timing to that kind of thing, if it plays that way. Okay, so that's bad of their turret design, is that it's going to constantly be facing one direction, and then it goes ahead and fires just because its laser has extended for that long of a duration. So if I just like stand over here, it will probably never hit me on the first volley. Never mind. To be fair, it does say broken auto turret. Can I hold E? No. Let's try holding E as we run over items and see if that picks it up. I'm holding E now, and yes, it does pick up. But there is no press and hold E to pick up everything near you. There might be more emplacements on the other side, so we'll move with caution, given I have almost no life. Let's see if we can eat for life. So if I have a Tomanana, that restores stamina. Berries restores health, so we're going to get that. This also restores health, but we probably want to cook it. Okay, I would like to see the number of berries, either in the left side where you're putting an ammo counter, but more ideally, I would like to see ammo counter and berry count and all that stuff where my hotbar is, where my foot is right now. I want to see that. Can I stack this? No, can't eat more. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have to rely on that. That's ridiculous. Look, I can understand if you don't want to let me stack regeneration, but I should be able to eat more than, we'll say, 5 berries, right? That 5 berries is one handful. I mean, if you were eating popcorn and you say you can eat 5 pieces of popcorn every 9 minutes, is that how you do things? Yeah, I figured I can't shoot it. Okay. Now, I promised a better explosion. Is there a quick reload? I'm not sure. Okay. I'm sorry, we still didn't get the explosion because apparently that was also the start of a beetle invasion. Cannot shoot while rolling. Make my day. Maybe I'll just never be able to get the explosion. We'll combine fisticuffs as well. I might be. Sometimes I'm doing 20 damage probably because my hand clips through 4 different parts of the rock. Like right there, I think I'm doing 25. So technically, my hand is doing more damage than my gun. Okay, there's the explosion. Took 3 tries to get it. Mouse still feels a little slow to me. As a PC player, I demand high precision and speed. I want to test something. I want to put the cursor on him while my gun is completely obscured by the wall. Okay, I do need travel distance. I kind of predicted as such because when I was shooting at the birds, it looked like the projectiles did indeed need to reach the target. Alright, press and hold E. Yep, I can catch it as soon as it spits up. Get out of there. Seraph have found us. The path to the camp is broken apart. Kelko, you have the grappling hook. We can't make it without you. Mission failed. Medium ammo, huh? To create igniting spark. Let's go make one of those. And we'll make 2 of those and 2 of those. We need some more metal. Take all. Let's see if we can find a little bit more metal so that... Oh, these are birds. I don't like how slow it is to fish out your scanner. Discover Chief. Well, you have been dethroned. Pine tree. Okay, good. If I just hold E, I can just pretty much pick up as I run past. That's nice. How about this? Yeah, this is nice. Though that being said, I would like to have some sort of toggle, so I'm not constantly holding down the E button. See if it hurts. Okay. I don't know what the difference between these two things are, so we'll try Skyship. I'm assuming Arc is where you started the game. Nope, I don't have a... Alright, and my stuff is in the belt is okay. I don't know how to access the stash. Tutorial stash? Well, let's see. We still maintain my equipment there. Let's put this in the backpack. Is there a quick way to do this? Shift left click the split stack. What happens if I right click it? I just put it in the hotbar. Shift left click the split. We already established that. Control left click nothing. Alt click nothing. Nope, this is way too slow. Don't do this. This is no good, game developers. Not that they really care what I have to say. Bandages. Keep that on. I lost my buffs as well. Alright, this is my crafting. Is there a sort? Not that I immediately see. That's fine. Alright. So, I know that... normally I would not really do that, but I do think it makes for a more interesting video if I test stuff that will kill you. Such as, is there fall damage? Or is there fire damage? Which we haven't yet tested, but I'm going to assume there is. Okay. Do I have to go all the way through that again? Guess so. Let's see if anything regenerated in the time that I went through, but it doesn't look like it. I think that might be it right there. Oh, in fact, on the compass, I can see a death bag. I don't think I can jump that, but I might be able to climb this. Music is nice and calm for, you know, making a tree cave in my skull. Turrets have not respawned, but the metal certainly did. It's a naturally occurring resource, don't you know? Maybe I didn't pick it all up on my way through. That's also possible. It's quite the jump. I jumped while I was climbing up, and I think the velocity that I was going through made me go extra fast. I got 6 wood out of that. Okay, so you cannot hold E your bag. You can do it to open your inventory, but not to take everything. Apparently we've reached max capacity for rocks. And unfortunately, you can only stack one set of resource at a time. Typically what games do is, let's say you had 3 potions, you stack one on a hotbar, then it would refill it with all the other. But I'm guessing from this game that if I eat these 9 berries, it doesn't refill it from the 20. Hold on, I'm trying to stack that. Come on. 25 being the max, because I thought 23 was a weird number there. My ammo on me. Keep this igniter. Don't know what it's for, but the game the game had that as a craftable, so there's a really, really strong possibility I'm going to need that in the very near future. Oh, come on. Dude has an actual bandolier, but, you know, my character is just too finicky to equip it. Come on down. I figured he'd enter some sort of attack phase if I shot him once, making it easier to get him in the future. I think he headbutt the wall for internal damage. Can I not scan you for real? Okay, you must have phased through the wall. There's no way you flew through that doorway. I'm really disappointed that there's... Okay, now I scan you. Let's hold J for details. Common manta likely related to a species of fish. Recommend keeping low to the ground and maintaining your distance. These creatures will quickly swarm and overwhelm with projectile attacks. Vittles, huh? Navigate a broken world complete. This will be our last mission report. Watchpost Telemon failed to report Seraph forces. This facility was invaded, and we've taken many casualties. Energy walls were subsequently activated from elsewhere, trapping what survivors left. The last grappling hook was entrusted to me. I fear what will befall the rest of the crew without it. My failure does not deserve ascension. Kelko Celero, we are gods. Whenever the grapple icon is displayed, use 4 or Q. Mouse button. And then Q to fire the grappling hook. Then reel in and out with shift and control, reel in enough and you will start swinging. Control your momentum in direction with WSD, then release with Q or mouse thumb button at the apex of your swing to propel yourself forward. Hold J for details. Let's hold J because this looks like it could use some information, but it's probably just an enlarged version of the video. Let's take a look. This video would benefit from showing when you're pressing those buttons, really. But realistically, I'm assuming it's not that difficult, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, thanks. Thanks for making me slide back here. before I go for that, though, I'm not really worried about falling because I can see. Never mind. I was gonna say, okay. Anyways, before we go for that, we'll try with this. Okay, the cube, the thumb button did nothing. The forward thumb button pings, but the back thumb button that it indicated me to press is doing nothing. So we'll try Q. Oh, I probably have to have it equipped. There. Grappling a hook shot, something. Did you try to banana me again? Use equip. I had to place this by clicking and dragging, and then I bananaed, and then I had to click and drag again to put it there. Doing that for the hook shot is no good, though. Now okay, that works. And then jump, or press again. Okay, I'm gonna just let go and see if I automatically grip the wall. I do. I lagged though, but again, every first load will always do that to me. That didn't really seem to use up much energy, if it used energy at all. How far can we reach? We can reach pretty far. Okay, that didn't work because I pressed spacebar as I was starting to fall. And I guess spacebar while you're falling detaches the grappling hook. So I guess we just run. Or maybe I have to jump, of course. Yep. Is there a way to retract it at all? Okay, I can't even... Okay, let me try to dismount from this and grab onto the wall. Come on, game. There we go. I was hitting spacebar to release, but whatever. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, release. Oh, I gotta run all the way back because I got down here. I would like to release and grapple, please. I think I can't because my camera was under the wall, so it was thinking I wanted to target the wall. Alright. That was not where I wanted... Thanks, game. I don't mind, what do you call it? You introducing a grapple mechanic, but I think it does need to be refined just a bit more. Of course, you could say skill issue. No, I've done plenty of grappling hooking games. Dying Light, 1 and 2, blah blah. What was it? There was one with the, I think, where you play a hell dude. Come on, jump off the wall. That was not jumping off the wall, thanks. That was more like falling down. You played a hell dude. I think you were War or Death or one of those things. One of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Alright. Too low. But I can't target that for some reason. Can't target that, and I think it's because the camera is like pointing at something else that I'm not thinking it is. Such as when I was trying to target the wall up there, and then suddenly it says like, oh, you must mean this wall you're on. Let's try this. Okay, it got that time. Okay. Nope. Let's try this again. So we got to get to the right side. Oh, I mean the correct side. Yeah, okay, I see why sometimes he won't dismount. Because he wants to try to jump off the wall he touches against, so he just sort of bounds off of it instead of detaching like I'm trying to ask him to do. Again, I gotta watch out for those little animation, what do you call it? Lock-ins? It's the same thing I abused in Into the Dead game, where I saw that everything was locking into an animation, so I just made the zombies get locked into animation. An old, damaged generator. Its energy pylons have been thrown or placed nearby. Attach your grappling hook to the center of the generator to electrify the cable, then wrap the cable around all pylons to kickstart the generator. Be aware that sometimes pylons may need to be activated in a certain order, or there may be extra pylons that are not part of the solution. I'm trying to pull back. Okay, never mind. So once you shoot it, there's no retraction or extension. Okay, fine. So we're gonna need to make it super far. Did I just take damage from jumping into the roof? Was I that fast? Okay, well, training wheels are off. I'm assuming falling is death here. So what we're gonna do is, real quick, move things back to my belt as best I can. Click and drag stuff's a little funky. What's the most important things for me? There, I did right click earlier, but it refused to do it. I think you have to left click and then while still hovering over its position here, right click. Can I rotate these just out of curiosity? No. Take this metal. And we have a spot for one more thing. Maybe this weapon propellant. Probably more important than the rocks. I'm just assuming that if I fall and die, I'm losing all that. But I don't know how to utilize my stash. Right click. I was trying to see if I could even put this in my stash, because this is the only way to have both panels up. Okay, I can't target that. Explore further up the island. I'm gonna swing on that. I don't really see where I'm... I think this is just background. I don't think I'm actually supposed to be hopping from rock to rock. So maybe I just climb up for now. But I really feel like the game's suggesting that I go forward. Well, let's climb up first. If I can. Alright, this is not very good. Let's go back. Okay. Nope. Nope, I'm gonna die. That was not it, dude. I'm so gonna die. Grab the freaking wall. Fine. I'll just sort of belay here for a bit and then see if I can land anywhere. Yank, reel in, shift. That's how we do it. Okay, the tutorial. See, I had to learn that by looking at the right. I'm sure you were seeing that the entire time. But I was focusing on the center of the screen. I've noticed that when I watch other people play, I'll see all the periphery information. But when you're focusing on playing the game, you don't always look at the edges of the screen like that. Okay, so that would have helped a long time ago, is to start really... So I can... yank F? Okay, so that's gonna be... Okay, with yank, I should be able to do what I was trying to do earlier. Yank. Yeah, there we go. And the best part of yank is that it actually grabs what I'm hooked to. So now I'm back to where we were before. So that at least is thankful. So what happens if I try, like, grabbing this and yank? I'm going to do it at the edge and see what happens. Yank. Yep, that's not what I want. That is absolutely... gotta try these things, even if it's definitely something I wouldn't do in real life. I would be like, nope, I'm noping out of here. Okay, the yank helps so much. That's probably the tower we came from. I can see the smoking ruins of a turret. Yeah, it must be. You say explore further up the island, but I can't even open a map with M or something. And I don't know if this is the way you want me to go. Is that the way you want me to go? I mean, it looks like a docking bay to suggest to the player, go this way, but... I think that's the exact same grappling hook I already have. Alright, that is where I started from. We went all this way. Let's see if I can find where we're next supposed to head. Yeah, I'll probably just use yank just to make sure I cement myself on whatever object I was trying to climb. Wrong button. I'm used to F being pick up for many of my games. Apparently F is also grappling hook as well as Q. Okay. Alright. Guessing that's the direction we need to go. I wonder if that would hurt. Alright, that might be one of the longest hook shots any game has ever let me do. There's another building. Whoa! Yeah. There's another building on this part of the island. Find a way in. I'm detecting a databank inside, containing a wealth of suborion knowledge. Scan it using the prism. chests. Don't see anything. Okay, thankfully I can actually roll while aiming, and even while reloading. That's good. Clothing can be equipped by highlighting and right-clicking. If you already have an item, it will be swapped out. The only clothing we got? Looks like it. Day 3. We salvaged what we can from the frigate. It's a wonder we even escaped a herald. We found an adequate spot for the main camp. We'll separate the crew in squads and start investigating nearby buildings. Maybe we can still make it out of this. Kelko and Talar's squad headed to the southern part of the island, and the land ruptured. Gods, I hope the Seraph haven't heard it. At least Kelko has a grappling hook and they won't be stranded. No report from the southern squads. It's been a day since the rupture. I mustn't lose hope. We are gods. I'm guessing okay, so this is just like my imagination running wild, as it were. But I'm assuming they suicided, so even though they claimed they wouldn't lose hope, there's no further writing saying like, hey, I'm losing hope steadily. The reason why I suggest that they suicide is you open these chests, you get, what, military rations, right? So they poison themselves, I guess? Because otherwise, if they were to just die somewhere, like out of hunger, they probably would die out here or something. I don't know. Really? You won't let me start that as a fire. That looks like it's a definite fire pit, and you wanted me to create an igniter. Whatever. Okay, I thought that was a barrel that you'd explode, but no, that's the puzzle here. Guess I should scan all the stuff I'm carrying. Can I scan it here? Probably not. I'm going to drop everything and scan it, so let me edit that out. Well, I dropped everything to scan it, and guess what? I can't pick the flares back up. I get it. You probably felt that I wanted to use the flares. I know I'm missing mushrooms. Oh, there they are. I was gonna say I had way more mushrooms than that. But yeah, I can't pick this back up. Let's try making one flare just to use it in an actual situation. I haven't tried a battery. Maybe that's what the igniter needed. It would make sense. Okay, so let's put this back on 4. You can use Prism to scan objects in the world. Okay, game, that's a little late to be telling me. I cannot do anything with the igniter at this moment. Orion data disk. Scan the past. Return to where you woke up the Ark. Easiest way is just suicide. Use the Ark computer and we'll learn what we can from the data disk you just obtained. Crew of the God Hand frigate, I have been given the sole responsibility to guard this databank. The power you entrusted me is not misplaced. I will make this building impenetrable. No one will get in, not even the Seraph. We are gods! Okay, good job. And I can see it from there. Trying to lead me that way. That's fine, but I'm going to explore a little bit further before then. No, giant glowing blue plants. Not worth scanning. Odors, yes. Fluorescent mushrooms, no. Not a whole lot in this cave. Okay. Let me step back and see if it reappears. Alright, I'm guessing I have to come to this cave later for a part of the story or something. Probably go back, get told to go get some blue stuff, head here, find that I need to use the weapons locker to clear the blue stuff of spider monsters or something. That's my guess. Let's see how accurate, let's see how close we are. Can't click while running. Okay, my dude ran out of glide energy, so let's try to land. Let's try to... That's almost cool. But he wasn't... I'm assuming he ran out of energy because it wasn't highlighting any of these rocks for clicking on. But then it showed me that I could shoot a rock beneath me with a grappling hook. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe there's just backdrop. Am I full? Oh, no, I was holding the wrong button for pickup. Looks like my family's home, so I can't pause. I'm supposed to go this way? Or just straight back to the Ark? I'm assuming the computer went that way, but I will take the normal way, apparently. I mean, I can pause. It's nobody should be attacking me, but yeah, that's fine. I just hit escape. Not that pauses the game, so give me a minute. Alright, let's head back up this mountain real quick. Because I saw this red bush just a bit ago, but that turns out to be absolutely nothing. You're gonna go through the whole spiel about having a different color, but everything else is literally green. See what happens if I run into a tree. Will I lose my hang glider? Yep. That's like always seems to be a thing. You don't just brush up against it and keep gliding in some other direction. You always dismount. Okay, that actually caught me by surprise. I didn't think that was going to be a scannable. Oh, okay. Let's see what the Ark ship. A large automated skyship. Contains life pods and basic survival equipment, overseen by an advanced AI known as ASA. At some point during the downfall, the Ark ships were sent to the far corners of the Foundation in the hope that those inside would survive the apocalypse and live on in the new world. It's unclear how many succeeded, though you are surely one of them. Well, thanks. The one that I killed some time ago is still missing. We're not going to kill the others just yet, because I feel that I should be able to skin them or something, so maybe it's something I have to unlock, like getting a knife. New tier unlocked. Craft an Atlas lifter. And I would need Atlas dust. Lowers, okay, the ground dust of Atlas crystals. Catch Atlas shrimp. I'll get the, okay, fine, gotta go. So I should have shot way more shrimp than I did. I'm probably gonna be eating lots of mushrooms so I can continue to consume energy to do all these things that will give us levels, such as sprint and whatnot. I want to throw a grenade at that group. That's how I feel about when I see that cluster of birds. Okay, how about you grapple or grab that? Unfortunately, it's not nighttime, so I can't see all the shrimp very easily. Okay, turrets did not respawn. But the metal did. And this time I know for sure I picked up all the metal. But you can only pick up one thing at a time, apparently. Well, it makes kind of sense. When I was dropping all my stuff down, it was slowly cycling through it all. I could probably have 2 guns. I wouldn't have to reload in the middle of combat, but I don't think it's worth it. The reload is fast enough on this gun. Alright, how much dust do we have? I assume we have 3 at this point. We have 4. Let's kill a couple more so I have at least 6 in case I need more. I don't want to have to come back here. Interesting, something suffered some damage. Did it fall? Wanted to make sure it didn't fall off. Do I have enough? Yeah, enough wood, or room to carry enough wood. Carry more wood, that is. I was gonna let you guys go if you're gonna get stuck like this. Well, I'm definitely not doing this right because I didn't find any more wood. The only way I actually got wood was letting one of these hit me. Trying to find a joint where like 2 pieces might be so I can do double the damage. Ah, here's some. I took out 2 trees. I should get another stack. I feel cheated. Alright, let's get out of here. There we go. There's another stack of wood. Wow, that was quite the miss. That looks comfortable. Apparently, I'm trying to reel in, but it's making me do less. Yep, that's exactly how we climb in real life right there. Let's craft this weak Atlas lifter. Well, I don't really want to craft another battery, considering that we don't yet have a place to stash stuff, but we should probably have it pretty soon. Enter blocked ruins below Ark. Use Atlas lifter to unblock engine. Oh, okay. That's what it is. So it's like heavy construction machinery. Is that a wind current I can ride upon? Probably not. Nope. Apparently right-clicking also removes it from the hotbar, which isn't exactly what I want when I right-click something, right? The unusual signal I detected appears to be from the Seraph we have been hearing of. They might also be responsible for the damage to the Ark. Well, I'm completely out of bullets now. Should have crafted more while I was in there. I was thinking of crafting more while I was approaching, but then I forgot after I made the lander. Can I grapple against any of that? Come on, game. Reel in. Oh, I thought I grabbed him. I think I got him this time. Yeah, I got him. That's definitely one way to defeat a drone. Come on, pick it up. Oh, sometimes I keep hitting F to pick things up. Okay, this grappling hook is pretty good for killing things. Craft items. We're gonna need a lot more light ammunition. Let's make 100. We still have inventory space. We're all right. You know what? I'm gonna make just in case. There we go. I don't want to have to come back for that. Seeing if the dead deer was still anywhere around. Drone spawner. I'll kill it just to see if it has any loot. Never mind. I was actually gonna ignore these guys anyways. With the spawner, that definitely is the message. Okay, that's not. This isn't. Hold on. That's not right. Obtain a printing matrix from a Seraph spawner. I wondered if that was it. If I had to kill these things to make it open. Unlock the shipyard schematic at the ARC computer. The grapple yank lets you pull things towards you or stun enemies that have become staggered. After damaging an enemy, watch for the staggered effect on them. Press F to quickly fire and pull the cable to stun enemies. Let's take a look at the video in closer detail. Okay, he's staggered because he's glowing. Interesting. I'm assuming nothing's actually happening, but I still want to read this data pad, but maybe there's some awesome scene happening outside this entrance. Mission parameters have drastically changed. I have found construction plans and schematics for a shipyard within a databank. With enough materials, leaving this island is within reach. I felt the rupture occur on this island, as no doubt we all did. I'll send a drone back to camp with a copy of this report. Once Agbana's squad receives this report, head to the facility on the southernmost reaches of the island. I have our salvation. We are gods. Okay. What's with the music? Why are we so epic right now? Is that just the best datapad ever? Can't grapple him. Saborian Shipyard, a shipyard of Saborian design. Thanks, I wouldn't have figured that out from the name. Used in the construction and repair of skyships. The advanced structure utilizes nanoprinting technology to manipulate materials and was the lifeblood of the Saborian Navy during its heyday. It can only be built on the island. Pulse hammer, a harvesting tool used to break apart metal deposits and harvest ore. It requires a battery to operate. Yeah, I'll take one of those. An advanced component from the old world that enables the construction of complex items used as a crafting resource. A harvesting tool used to cut and harvest wood from trees and break down animal corpses for meat and other resources. Requires a battery to operate. Shipyard is no simple technology. Thanks to the Seraph tech we acquired, we can craft some advanced tools that allow you to harvest the needed resources. Gather iron ore from caves using the pulse hammer. Gather wood from trees using the energy saw. To harvest wood, aim your energy saw at a suitable tree, and the reticle will change. Press left mouse to launch a saw. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. To refire a faster, more powerful saw, press left just as it returns back to you. Be careful not to miss time as the saw can dissipate and will need to recharge. I like that it also shows you that there's another tooltip behind it, or not tooltip's probably not the right word, but message window. To mine ore, aim your pulse hammer at a mineral deposit and left click to charge it. Once firing, you can hold left to continuously fire. Clear away any external rock, then shoot the revealed ore to collect it. Be sure not to shoot the core, however, as too many hits can make it unstable. Okay. Let's toggle. Let's see, we have pulse hammer for ore, and where's my saw? That's a saw. That does not look like a saw, but alright. I need more hot buttons. One for stamina, one for energy, a weapon. Pop the mushrooms in. Because I like burning stamina. Since I don't know where my levels are. Let's see here. Yeah, but I want to continue to build them. Rappelling is a level, climbing. All right. That's actually kind of cool. That because it landed against a building or object, that it can't. Can I climb it? Yeah, it's actually a collidable object like that. That's kind of cool. We got 50 wood. That was very fast. Who knew that using a saw is better than using a gun to harvest trees? But the saw didn't do damage as it attacked them? Or went through them, I mean. Right, the stone itself is worthless, it looks like. Because I didn't get any stone from that. The point is to get the yellows, I assume. Okay, there's no reason that the energy saw should be better than the gun, but alright. I've cleanly chiseled this rock. I'm just going to leave it and see if, out of curiosity, it grows another outer shell with shiny core bits. You can use the prism to build structures into the world or to move existing structures around. Open the build menu by navigating to the appropriate tab or pressing B. On the left side of the screen, the prism is capable of building structures on islands. Go to the build menu and build a furnace. Use it to smelt iron ore. Can only be built on an island. Uses an igniter. Rotate with mouse wheel. Okay. Let's get this thing facing the cave, so I think it looks better that way. Oh, do I have to click and hold? Or do you just not like that? Yeah, I have to click and hold. Alright, that is a thing, okay. Manufactured shard of Atlas, not as pure as naturally occurring Atlas, lowers mass and electricity passes through it. Charcoal, a lump of charcoal. Thanks. Iron ingot. Thankfully does not require charcoal. Reasonably hard and heat resistant given its modest weight. Your hard work has paid off. It's time to build a skyship. Using the Prism build menu, build a shipyard in an open space, then interact with it to design and build your own skyship frame. I was thinking about constructing that, but I thought maybe I would wait until I had a quest for it, so I wouldn't have to use up all my Atlas dust. Trying to make it rotate, but it doesn't want to rotate at all. Alright, whatever, game. I like how the legs move with the terrain. If you look, it's like, I learned this term when I was playing Rune, but it's called inverse kinetics or something like that for feet. And these things have their own feet. That's actually kind of cool. So you can see the feet on the left side are way taller than the feet on the right. Let's get this kind of in the open area so that I don't end up colliding to my death when we launch anything. I'm left clicking, but it's not doing anything. See here. The shipyard is where you construct, dock, and repair your skyships. Choose to create a ship from scratch or load a blueprint. Add or move sections. Select faces, edges, and nodes to adjust your ship shape. Okay, well I was left clicking earlier, but it was not placing that. Whatever, game. You can use the prism to build structures into the world. Oh, we already saw that. All right. All right. Let's see here. Now, if I don't have enough to cost, can I still place everything? Because we're just planning it out. I'm wondering. I am clicking and dragging. Oh, is it the pole I drag? Or not the orb? Is that really it? No. No, it is. Let's try the orb. Well, that worked. Alright. Well, I guess it works for either one. Alright, that one's inverted. Q to remove a section. How about add a section? We gotta have wings. I tried clicking that earlier. Okay, it automatically makes symmetrical. That's good. Let's get the... Okay, this one's not inverted. Is it because I'm on that side? Let's try the other nod. It was just a fluke of the front, I suppose. Make it a little bit tucked in on that side. Alright, that's my rudimentary ship. Okay, do I just hit escape? I don't want to lose my ship. It looks like it's good. We're going to save that. Put it as slot 5. The Clueless. There we go. Let's see what the other ships look like, since we apparently start with 3 blueprints. An Atlas skyship core is the vital technology that allows a skyship to fly. While inside a shipyard dome, go to the Essentials tab of the B menu, build the core on your skyship. Interact with the core after placing it to register to that skyship. This will link your character to the ship for various functions, such as allowing you to respawn on it if you die. That's probably the only function I can think of at the moment. Why can't I get the blueprint thing again? Unload, that's probably it. Yeah, it's unload, and then create from blueprint. So this is the dinghy. You can't rotate the screen at this time. This is the skiff. The yacht. Interesting. The Clueless. We're gonna go with the skiff for now. I don't know if the yacht has substantially more room, but we'll go with the skiff just because it looks a little cooler. We have iron ingots. We have the flawed pine wood. I'm building this out of flawed wood. Sure, let's do that. I don't need to name it. We already had a name for it, right? Skiff 1. Mark 1. It looks so weird, a ship being made out of wood, but okay. I guess it's not a spaceship. Interact and register to Skyship Core. Skyship Core is how we can truly harness Atlas and create a flying ship. Find it in the prison build menu and attach it to your ship. Once built, interact and register to it. This designates you as part of the ship's crew. Okay. Trying to remember what the key is to give myself more slack on the cord. Is it control? Yeah, it's control. There we go. For some reason, I was stuck on that previous plane. I would like to put the core inside the ship, frankly. There we are. I'm going to need another Atlas crystal. That's why I tried to carry one of everything earlier. I like that mining can require some level of skill rather than just aiming and holding down until the node goes away. I don't like the charge time for things, though. That's a little annoying. Why is that the thing? Hold on. Okay. Let's see what the bottom of this looks like. Whoops. Well, it's gone now. Alright. I probably have enough iron. Let's get out of here. Probably need some charcoal. Gimme. Only one side? Really? That's tacky. Oh, now we can make steel, huh? Maybe I should have made a ship out of steel. Alright, let's try to build this core. A vital technology from the old world leverages the unique powers of Atlas to counter gravity and allow skyships to fly. Resilience 175. So how about like here-ish? Is that centered? I think that's good. I'm left clicking. So what, you left click once and then you left click and hold the second time? Is that's weird. I'm sure it's just a matter of the game being finicky. Register to ship skiff Mark 1. Build a main sail on your skyship. Build a side sail on your skyship. Okay. Ship flight. I will need more cloth. So we're going to say 12 pieces of cloth. I probably have enough. It's not the way. There it is. I probably have enough fiber since I've been swooping up everything I can possibly get my hands on. Anything new? We can get a tension to cable. We can use a variety of gear, buildings, and ship parts. Probably need some of that, but I guess we need it. Okay. not sure how many that was, but it might be about 12. Would like to see how many of the items I have rather than level 1. We unlocked something else, it looks like, maybe? Or maybe we just we're able to craft the bandages now. Inventory full. Ah. Alright. Yeah, I gotta be from one side. Yeah, there's gotta be a sort button. No. Use headgear, use leg gear. Sprint, jump, dodge, fire weapons. Respawn is delete. Alright, let's see here. Okay, that stacks a little bit. You won't even auto stack things for me? Great. This is gonna be so annoying. Killed one of those flying things. There he is, and then I killed a deer. There it is. Alright, side sail. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's probably supposed to be on top of the thing. For a second there it's green, but it might just be because I'm moving from not available to it. Yeah, it's very likely that's the case. And, okay, well. Yeah, I have to click once and then left click and hold the second time. Yeah, it was about on the third seam. Want to make sure I'm as close to being symmetrical as possible. You can't even be the third seam. Does that look symmetrical? It looks symmetrical enough. Alright, then we'll need a main sail. Now, again, this is probably not how a boat should be designed. I am not any sort of nautical person in the slightest. Build a helm on your skyship. That's why I didn't want to build it earlier, because I wanted to make sure we were able to construct it for the quest, though the game might, for all I know, account for it. Ship light, not essentials. Helm. I should probably build it on top, is what I'm assuming, but I feel a little more like spaceship would be inside. Now, how do I Can I move down in this? I'd like to be inside. No, come on. You see what I have to put up with? Look at that. Did you see that? Skyships can move a small amount with only a core, but to go faster, point your ship in the direction the wind is traveling and unfurl your sails by interacting with them. You can pitch and yaw when at the helm and translate vertically up and down. Experiment with sails and their different sails. Experiment with different sails and their placement to get the most out of your skyship. A half panel here. See, I'm clicking and holding right now, so I have to click once and then left click again with a hold. And then we'll do full panel here. Just wanted to see what happened if I left it incomplete. Okay, half panel's only in the bottom, I guess. Grapple plank creates an accessible grapple point to help you get back on board your skyship. That makes sense. I'm probably not supposed to really be inside it. It's probably... I don't know. Chances are I'm supposed to build on top of it. Fix me Ascension Spire position. Basic wall light. I think here looks good. That takes more energy or time than need another power core to build a second wall light. Okay, sure. Now how do I move it if I want to move it? The game mentioned something about that. I don't know how to make my character descend. Okay, that's all taken care of. I would like... I guess maybe one of these. fine. Okay. Storage. Small wooden trunk has the most resilience. This has infinite resistance. Not the biggest, but better than piling your belongings on the ground. This one has no text. However, this, even though it has a resilience, is made of metal, and this is made of cloth. Here's a symbol there. I'm not sure what that symbol represents. The campfire stove also has that symbol, so maybe it's meant for just packing on the go. Maybe that's a symbol that says I can move it after placing it, but then I couldn't move the middle chair. I'm not sure. Alright, well, I would like a storage unit before we sail anywhere, so I'm going to need some cloth. Well, I have more metal than I have cloth. I'm going to need some wood either way. I like that watching the damage happen to each of those segments. That's kind of cool. I would say this might be one of the more interesting woodcutting projects in a survival game that I've seen. I need some regular sticks, though. How can I get sticks? Trees give wood, but I need sticks. If a game is going to be that particular about what kind of resources I'm using, then it should be easier to convert wood to sticks. I don't know. That's a whole lot of sticks on that tree, right? Okay. If I have enough to make the cloth, then I will go ahead and make the mountainous infinite resilience chest. But if not, then I'll just use the metal to make the 250 point chest. Let's go ahead and convert the rest of the iron ore for space reasons. Another power core, but I'm not sure how to get that. Probably another stack of ammo to convert that metal. Go medium this time. I don't have anything that uses that, but well, that should probably be in the upcoming future, right? What was it I needed to... Oh yeah, heart. I needed to smelt the last few things. We have pretty much all the iron ore. Let me just get one more little snippet of iron ore. These mushrooms are great, since it gives them more stamina. Eat this right away. Hold to eat. Sure. don't know why my hammer's disappeared from that. Let's try this grappling thing. Okay, yeah, that's real yeah, sure. Okay, thanks, game. Okay, well, I have enough cloth to make the makeshift storage. Let's try that. Let's try to get it inside, though. It won't even let me build on top anyways. Oh. So does that mean just it's that mountain thing probably means you can't build it in your skyship. All right. Probably the small wooden trunk it is. This, since it's sticking every tile or so, that probably means it should be in your skyship. It can be on top. Let's try to get inside. I don't know how I'm supposed to descend, because I feel like I should, if I can ascend, I should be able to descend. I wonder if I can get through the window. Good job. I'm not sure what the game thinks my cause of death was, well, other than physics collision. But if there were a message, I would be curious what it would say it is. Kind of want to just leave it there, but it's fine. All right, small wooden trunk it is. So note to self: don't go through the window. Window bad. Okay. Is there shift to split stack? I just want to automatically move it. Shift. That doesn't even split stack when I'm holding shift click right now. That doesn't even split the stack. Alt click, nothing. Control click, nothing. I just got to drag each one. That's, come on, if you're gonna do inventory Tetris, at least learn from the people who've done it before. Okay. What do I want to trade this for? Oh, energy saw, yeah. And my hammer. Let's move this around while I have the chance. Mushrooms. Berries. I'm pressing shift. This is break, hold, close sales. I'm pressing space, vertical. Oh, okay, there we go. Alt is free look. V is change camera. And control ship weapons is right click, which I don't have any. Continue to explore the island for more Siborian data disks, or finish building a skyworthy ship and set off for distant horizons. Like to lower my vertical, and let's go forward. How do I can go left and right. But this is not making forward move. Oh, now I think I'm moving forward. Either that or it's just because I'm rocking. Yeah, I'm moving forward now. Very, very slow. Maybe I'll build another mainsail. Can I see if I hit shift? Okay, so shift is the same thing as S, I'm guessing. Okay, and I can't use the mouse cursor or mouse to do it, but if you look at the bottom on the left bar next to the radar, that's my vertical meter. But I was personally using the stone on the left side of the helm. And then below that, the horizontal bar, that's my left and right I think that's called the yaw. Maybe pitches up and down. I don't know these terms. And then on the right side we have what I assume is my speed forward. But man, this thing is so slow. Maybe I shouldn't have made it out of metal. Perhaps I should have made it out of wood. My speed is at like 4 right now instead of 15. Right, let's try letting go. And are we still moving? Yeah, we are. So slow, though. That's the whole island we were on earlier, I believe. Yeah, I think that's where we were shooting the turrets that were on top of the tents. Went inside there. This thing is slow. So maybe the shipyard bubble would pull from my inventory storage, but man, alright. I think I have enough cloth. Resilience, lift, power, sails. Oh, you know, I'm not going with the wind. That's probably part of it. Oh, there's a rock. What I get for leaving the steering wheel. Oh, come on. I think I did end up slamming against it. Well, my ship's still fine. Nothing some fresh paint won't cover up. Okay, the mouse cursor actually has movement similar to a flight simulator. It's actually kind of cool. But I feel like walking out there would be far superior to my travel speed right now. I think my shoulder just dislocated on that one. Okay. So there's smoking turrets. We've definitely cleared that one. That's where the corpses are of the people that I presume did suicide. So we'll check this top island section here, and if it's something we've already covered, then we'll call it the end of our exploration of the demo. Let's go a little bit higher. I like my design for this section though. It gives me the clearest visibility and then some side visibility and a little bit of protection. Not that I assume that there's going to be fighter craft shooting at me, but who knows. Yeah, let's check this out real quick. See, that is way faster than my ship. There was still that red chest in the cave I couldn't use. God Hand Camp, Order Request 37. Watch Post Delron. Reports of database signals from nearby facility. Island was hit by a rupture within the last cycle. Beware of debris and investigate accordingly. We are gods. Put up my flare. It looks like I'm somewhere I'm supposed to definitely drop. But let's check out this building first. Nano energy. Okay, so reel out with control. I wonder how far I can actually make this go. Can I? What happens if I touch the cord? Nothing. I did it the most ineffective way, on purpose. Oops, not the right reaction. Okay. Guess that's all that's in here. My ship is on the compass, thankfully. I also wanted to ascend because there was a higher platform, but let's check out this hole first. I'm going to assume I can get back to the skyship. Oh, we've been here, obviously. Well, thanks, game. I don't see... Probably have to find a little floaty droid for this thing, and then he'll head here and dock, and then I'll get to open stuff. This is what I'm assuming. Where's the light coming from? I don't think that's a clue. I think that's just my computer not being able to render a cavern correctly. Oh, I thought I saw a hole. Just head up and check that out anyways. Wondered if I could fight while still climbing. There's something. That might be it. Alright, we'll go up and then we'll call it a session. Grab the wall, dude. Fine. Okay, you saw that. I was trying to eat this, and you could see the hold to eat was not working. The game consistently has that issue where I need to click once, and then click a second time with the hold action. And of course, anytime I see something with only 4 hotbars, I'm always going to immediately assume this is a console thing. Looks like I could open this time. So I'm pretty sure that's the same one. Is not the way I want to go, but I want to follow that robot in case it's important. Yeah, I think he's just heading back to base, because that's the ARC ship right there. I'm just sort of watching. That's obviously my bubble over there as well. Okay, so I want to go to that one now. And since we're already high up, let's just start making our way back. There's my man. That lasted for a very long time. I can't pick it up though. I'm mashing E. Wait, I saw for a second. Maybe it wasn't lasting. It was just there, but I could never pick it up because it was so finicky. I'm glad I can recover stamina while climbing up. It'll be frustrating, and it'll be a very frustrating experience otherwise. Like that. I have no idea how my dude got inverted, but he certainly did. What is that? Oh, that's a deer. I thought it was a winged creature. Was I supposed to knock this in instead of dropping down? Should be the last island. You know, I did build another lifter, but it is on my ship. All right, let me run out there and go get it. Actually, hold on. This is probably going to be simpler if I just respawn. I'm on Skyship. Oh, apparently I left loot, but I should be able to get back in time. There's my weak Atlas lifter. We need wood. Got click and drag still. Cloth. I don't remember what else. Was it just probably scrap metal or something? What was that? What is this? Broken deer horn. Must be inside shipyard bubble, but I have all the resources. Works. Also going to equip that. Okay, so you're going to unhotkey my arc hammer, but you're not going to actually put that thing I right-clicked into slot 4. Okay, good to know. I should go back and get my other Atlas lifter. It's very disappointing. Oh, I guess we got a subordinate data disk out of it. That's not bad. Those are pretty important. It just doesn't feel very rewarding right now. Maybe add some music or something. It's like, oh, I just scanned something. That's it. Yeah, those are pretty important. I think that's everything on here. Oh, I can harvest it without killing them? Needed that power core to build another light. Assuming a light beam puzzle of some sort. Okay. Whatever. Well, thankfully, it's a lot more generous doing this than Sherwood Builders was. Yeah, I saw the red arrow, but I wanted to finish scanning. I can't eat that. Let's eat some raw meat. That rupture must have attracted the Seraph. I saw the camp get hit from up here. Is it just me now? I set the door to only respond to the data relay. If anyone is left, they'll know how to open it. If anyone is left, gods assist me if it's not like there's much of anything left. We were gods. Alright, that is the beginning part of the demo for Lost Skies. I don't know how much further the demo extends for, but I'm going to go ahead and stop for right now. Thank you very much for Tran Plays Lost Skies. I'll see you next time.